all, welcome to John's Bundle Making. Today I've got 4 more issues of the Knight Rider build. There we go, 47 to 50. Excellent stuff. There's a lot of wiring in this. I believe the last 2 issues, there's not a fantastic lot to do. We do put the dashboard into place. Here we have the dash. Looking absolutely brilliant. I've also got it on its supports. There we go. They have really stuck to it now. Double-sided tape on them, and that will support it whilst we're going through the build. Now, I know everything is working fine. I know my scanner's working fine, but I've got to check that again. I've got some fresh batteries for it today, so I can check it again. But first of all, we've got these issues to get through. So, without further ado, let's get on with the build. Okay, a quick flick through the magazine. Issue 47. We're up to episode 18, season 2. Goliath returns. The mixtape song list, Heart and Soul, Huey Lewis and the News, and Gimme Shelter by the Rolling Stones. Do love the format of these magazines. And here we have the instructions. In this issue we will position the wires for the brake pedal and on the dashboard. So those are the parts. So we've basically got a lot of cables to take out of the circuit board and place into the dash. We've also got this switch for the brake pedal to pop into place, and here we go. Here's the fiddly bit. Take the dashboard apart, put the LEDs in place. Yep. Steering wheel as well. We have some LEDs for the steering wheel. There we go, and that's what we end up with. So let's get on with the build. Here are the parts. There we go, those are the parts. We have the instrument panel, the brake pedal switch, some adhesive tape, GP and AP screws. Now we need 44G off the car. Here we have G, there we go, and it's plugged into D, so we'll get that out. There we go, just take your time getting it out. I use tweezers to get 44G out. Now we need to place this on that switch. Okay, now we got the brake pedal switch, and we have the little bracket. The switch goes on like that there, and there's a little location peg there and a screw hole just there, and they go in that bottom hole there, and you screw from the other side with an AP screw. It is a little bit awkward, so turn that around. You can pop that there first, and then pop the bracket over at the top. This is extremely fiddly. My fingers are too big for this. Well, that's how that's supposed to go, like that, and then that goes like that. There we go, and it still came out. Let's get the AP screws out. Okay, let's get the screw in place. I must admit, I found that really fiddly. I just hope that is located correctly. You can just press the switch there, but yep, it does press. But getting them in place was pretty awkward. There we go. Let's move on. Okay, next step, we need these wires, G, H, I, J and L. We need to take them out of here. Is the first step. There we go, you can see all the vacant slots now. Next thing we need to do is to remove 4C from the dashboard, and there we have the dashboard. So we'll get this out, we just pop this to one side, and basically all we're going to do is put the LEDs in place onto the dash. That is 4C. Put that to one side with its screws so they don't get lost. Next, we need the cable labelled H, which is this one, 2 LEDs, and we need to flip that around, and those 2 LEDs will go in here. Now this will be removed later on in the build, for me anyway, because I have got the mod, but for now can pop this into place just there, just like that. And next we need 44B, which is labelled G, and here we have G. Make sure you pop the LEDs all the way through. That one, this one should say it goes in here. A pair of tweezers, that one's gone in much easier. The other two were very stiff. Well, that is looking brilliant up to now. Excellent stuff. Next we want cable O. I may have omitted that in the previous step. 2 LEDs going here and here. I thought I mentioned all the cables we needed, but I might have missed this one. So that one can go in there, and that one can go in there. We can press these into place with a pair of pliers, tweezers. There we go. Just push it in. This one can be pushed down. There we go. That is looking excellent up to now. Lots of fiddly wires. Next we need label L, which is these two, yellow and green, and these two go in here and here. I don't know whether you can actually see that or not, but this is not going to be that easy. That one goes in there, and this one we can dress that through there and bring it around. Hopefully we have to bend the legs a little bit for this one. That one goes in there. Excellent. Yep, that looks perfectly good. Next we need 4C, which we took off earlier, and we need the cable labelled J. Now this is 3 LEDs on it, but we only put 2 in, so we leave one off. I think, looking at it, we'll leave the all together, them 2. Let's see, we'll leave with the end one off. That one, yeah, will pop. I don't think it really matters, but that one in there. See, they don't always stay in. Press it into place, and that one into there. Now, yeah, we need to secure these with the tape. There we go, that's the tape in place. Now we can pop this back into place onto here. That lens has come out, but it doesn't matter, that will be captured. There we go. Let's pop the 2 screws back in that we took out earlier. And not forgetting, we have this one still free, because this LED goes into there. Just hold that there like that. Get my tweezers and just push it into place. If it will. It's a nice tight fit, that one. Excellent. There we go. You can see all them now in place. That's looking brilliant. Right, now we need the steering wheel. Here we have, as well, the steering wheel, column, whatever you want to call it. The 2 screws, take them out, and we have 2 surface mounted LEDs. This is label I, which we need to place in there and there. Set that off, put that to one side, and we'll need to separate this. So that one will go in there like that. Make sure we dress it around that screw post there. Okay, that was one side in. These are very awkward. There's a little channel here for these wires, just there, and just showing you makes it really awkward, to be honest. But you've got to make sure those wires don't get trapped here. Same on the other side as well. See how awkward that is? There we go. There we go. Those are the wires in place. As you can see, the channel around here, through here, and through here, there, and around there. It's just so as we can get this into place without dropping any wires, and any future screws won't dig into the wires and cut the wires. So that can go on like that. That, I must admit, was rather difficult. I've used tape to secure it here, down here, because this kept moving around, and then you just have to mold the cables around. So I'll get this screwed into place now. So now we can screw them into place with 2 AP screws. Well, that's now captured them. So those are the 2 original GP screws, and those are AP screws either side. Excellent. Okay, all we've got left to do now is to put this onto the dashboard, and it will go around this way, and there are 2 screw holes there, so make sure you get the cable out of the way, and you can pop that there like so, and we can screw it from behind with 2 GP screws. There we go. Now we need to test this again later to make sure all these LEDs are working fine, but that is issue 47 complete. That cable here and here, very awkward, lots of patience needed. Okay, now issue 48, Goliath Returns Part 2, episode 19, season 2. There we go, kits, functions, excellent stuff. And here we have stage 48. In this stage you will assemble the lower dashboard panel components and attach the steering column and steering wheel to the dashboard. So there we go, lots of BP screws. We got lots of GP screws in the last issue, but I didn't use most of them. Well, I used 2. Yep, put that into place. Yeah, steering column, there we go, pop that through, and that is what we end up with. There we go, that is what we end up with. Looking just like that. Excellent stuff. I think then we can test it, hopefully. Here we go, here's the parts. There we go, those are the parts. We have the lower fascia panel 48A, the central console coil 48B, we have the steering column control lever 48C, and we have 48D and 48E, which is the upper steering column bracket and the steering column bracket, and 48F, which is the dashboard rear 1, 48G dashboard rear 2. That's got some nice detail on it as well. There we go, surveillance mode. But not least 48H, which is a dashboard monitor base, BP and GP screws. Now we need the dashboard back. Okay, well, first thing we need to do is to dress these cables, so we need them to come round through there and through there like that. Okay, so with all those cables dressed that way, we need this cover. There's 5 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it fits down here like this, and there like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 BP screws we need. Just make sure you don't catch any cables. There we go. That is that cover in place, and all them wires trapped. Excellent. Quite fiddly issue, this one. Now we need 48B, which is this piece, which goes here, and it's screwed from behind with another BP screw. There we go. Next, we need to remove this screw here. There we go, and we need to put this cover on in its place like that. We need a GP screw for that. There we go, that'll make it a better fit. Just move these LED legs out of the way, press them up there, make sure you don't break the cable obviously, and that will now sit much nicer into place. There we go, that's much better. Excellent. A good thing to have to test the lights is a little battery box like this. This is one from another build I've been doing, the Titanic, and obviously I've hooked that up. Now press the switch and there we go, we can see them working. Sometimes you get a little bit crimped and you wonder whether they're going to work. I didn't want to wait until I connected it all before testing. Okay, next thing we need is a steering wheel, which is here. We need to pop this through here. Yep, all the way along there, like so. And we need to put the bracket in place. Okay, I've secured the steering wheel column there with some masking tape. And we need this bracket here, like this. And we need the lever, which goes into the side. This is the most awkward piece. That goes there like that, and then we put the bracket over the top, capturing all of that, and we screw it together with one BP screw. There we go. No, that doesn't move. I thought it might move a little bit, but it doesn't at all. But that is that piece in place. It's a lot easier putting that tape on there. Okay, just pop that to one side. Now we need 48F and 48G. There we go, 48F, 48G, and that panel that goes there like that. We fix it from underneath with a BP screw. And we just need to pop this into place on the dash. That goes there like that. That's excellent. Okay, next thing we need is 48F and 48G. Those 2 points there are for here, so we need to screw that into place just there with 2 BP screws. There we go. We need the column that way around, and that lever on this side, and we can now fix this together with 2 BP screws. Very fiddly. Now we can turn that over, slot that column, slot that column into there, and we should be able to fix this into place. There and there. There we go. So there and there and that. Screw that with 2 BP screws. It's actually 3 BP screws. Rather fiddly. Well, there we go. Watch out for them cables. Get that round that way. That is how that is looking at the moment, and we know most of these LEDs work. The only one that I can't check at the moment is this one for these 2 instrument panels, but we'll check that one afterwards. Okay, now we've completed issues 47 and 48. There's that instrument panel with the brake pedal switch in place. As you can see, very fiddly getting in place, but it's looking brilliant. And here we have the dashboard. Now, I did say I was going to test some more of these LEDs. So again, this little battery holder with 2 AAA batteries in it. Pop that in there, press the switch. There we go. That's looking great. And the next one, there we are. Seen that one already. I'm just putting them in random. And the next one, that looks pretty good, that definition. At least better off camera than on. There we go. So they're all working then fine, which is brilliant. The only ones I can't test is that one and that one with this battery pack. I can check it with a car a little later. And last but not least, there we go. That looks pretty good. Excellent. So there we go, guys. That is issues 47, 48. I was going to do 49 and 50, but I think the video will get too long. So it'll have to be 2 videos this month. But that is looking absolutely fantastic. I do like the fact that every one of them lights up. I didn't crimp any of the wires or destroy any of the cables. These wires do get in the way of each other though. They really do. And there is that one. Well, there we go, guys. That is it. 47 and 48 completed. 49 and 50 will be up on my channel as soon as possible. Anyway, thanks for tuning in and watching. If you did like that, please give us a big thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for tuning in and watching. Bye for now.